Oh, boy, am I happy to see y'all. It's been a long 2 weeks. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I ain't even know Power wasn't dropping the episode last week. So Friday rolling around, I'm like, all right, boom, we finna get this going. Whole time, that shit like, You thought you was finna do a new episode, you're not. But I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of y'all might have actually already seen the episode before this week, because I do know the last 2 episodes leaked, but I didn't want to cheat myself like that, so I actually didn't watch either one. Not when it leaked, at least. I just watched this last episode today, actually this morning. But y'all know what it is, man. This is another episode of the EaZy review. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. I need all of that from y'all right now. And let's get into this episode, because I promise y'all, this was probably the hardest episode like to review, because it's, I mean, a fucking, like, literally everything that could happen possibly literally happened. Like, the only thing that didn't happen in this episode was Ghost coming back. You feel me? So we got a lot to get through. We're gonna try to get through it kind of quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, because this is a EaZy review. Shit ain't no hard review. You feel what I'm saying? So the episode kind of starts off in chaos because Effie just got locked up. So we get a scene where Kane runs into Tariq at, I think they was at David's office or whatever. And, you know, they going back and forth. I'm really confused, though. I don't know why Kane is so big on Effie. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, he been on her bumper for a minute, but I'm kind of confused as to why he just gives so much of a fuck about her, and specifically, I don't know. Anyways, him and Tariq, they get to going back and forth, and Tariq started talking that shit to Kane, as basically told his ass, you know, you've been on my dick since I came around. You got you like my sloppy seconds. That was the moral of the story. You feel what I'm saying? Like, basically, you've been hating on me ever since I came around, because I'm fucking better than you. And Kane said some shit. Tariq stole off on him. We already knew it. I knew it, so he saw, like, oh, he's about to get his ass beat. You better thank God Davis was around, because Kane was gonna hit that nigga on top of the medulla with a damn keyboard. So yeah, Tariq, let's not swing on the craziest nigga in the show, please. I got a question for y'all, too. Do y'all think that Sax really knew where, well, this was my question when I first seen it. Did Sax really know where Tasha and Yaz and them were staying at, or do y'all think that was just a trick to try to get himself to stay alive? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I can't remember whether or not Sax ever actually knew. So I can't, you know, like I said, it'd be 50 trillion things going on in this show, so I feel like it's kind of easy to kind of like miss something, or so y'all let me know if I missed something, or if that was literally something for Power to kind of leave for us to determine whether or not he actually knew or not. Davis looks exactly like what the hell just happened to him. Davis looks like shit's hitting the fan. Davis looks like he just lost his brother. Davis looks the part right now like a motherfucker. He's going through it. He usually like this uptight kept brother. He been kind of like halfway drunk the last 2 episodes, slick, and kind of like clothes been all fucked up, and you know, so Davis, he's struggling right now. So we finally get to the scene where Jenny finds out that Sax is dead, and now like all of a sudden all of her true emotions are kind of showing. It's killing her. Like, she breaks down crying, and like, I mean, I just feel like you can use a real life lesson to this shit, man. If you know you care about somebody, do not pretend you don't. Because you never know when it's going to be their last moment. So, you know, Jenny was pretty much a dickhead to Sax all season, and now he's gone. So, I'm just trying to find the real connection there, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so Jenny finds out Sax dead. She's sad as hell. Moral of that story. And Rodriguez still don't fuck with Sax. So, even after they find out he's dead and shit, and they kind of in the room talking, she's still on his ass. Like, Sax, he was dirty, and Jenny's like, bruh, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, because at the time, Rodriguez ain't really know about Sax and Jenny relationship. So Jenny's just, Rodriguez, she's just like talking in her normal feelings or whatever. Like how she normally feels about Sax. Jenny's the person with these underclothes, like under the cover feelings for Sax and shit. So, you know, it was like, all right, well, I'll shut up then, I guess. Shit, all right, with your piss ass. So, of course, Power is not Power without some power ass shit happening. Sax magically sends out these fucking letters, handwritten letters to all of these people. All right, y'all see my Donald Trump hand effects? That's how Donald Trump be doing. But he sends out all these letters to the most random people in the show, right? So this is the first letter we find out about is fucking Monet. So he sends a message to Monet, and basically he's like, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, fuck Tariq was the moral of the story for. In which I'm just like, okay, like, who sent out these letters? Like, did you really write these letters to a drug dealer family? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. You know, that was some power shit. But we're not gonna investigate that too much. He does send that letter to Monet though, and then he sends it to multiple different people that we'll talk about later throughout this episode. And to me, Tariq's not wrong for not telling them that Lauren is still alive after he finds out that y'all had actively tried to kill Lauren. Why the fuck would I go and then tell y'all that she's alive? You know what I mean? So like, that's just common sense. Like, why the fuck would I do that? Because from the jump, Tariq always cared about Lauren. He never wanted nothing to happen to her. So once he found out that y'all tried to kill her, why the hell would I let y'all know that, oh yeah, y'all didn't kill her, she's still alive? Like, that's not happening. So I don't feel like he didn't owe anybody that information at all, to me at least. Evelyn then pushed up on Monet, and she's hot. She knows that Drew has something to do with it. They're at Monet's bar or whatever, and she knows that Drew has something to do with it. She knows through that video that went out, you know, that went viral, just so happened to go viral and what. But the whole time she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, blah blah blah. And so Evelyn leaves after Evelyn threatens Monet. She threatens Monet, and once Evelyn leaves, you see that Drew is actually there. So they're like, all right, bro, they on your ass. So Drew's like, shit, we finna handle this. I'm about to handle business. And I think we're seeing the evolution of Drew's character right before our eyes. Like, I think he's starting to lose his sense of self, and I think he's about to become like a true, like, he's about to really he either gonna get himself killed or he's about to become a killer for real. Like, I don't know which one of the two is that, but he's had a lot of tough L's in his show, and he's only starting to have more and more. So, you know, as we know, what he finds out at the end of this episode. Then we get to the scene where, of course, the African warrior this nigga is yanking, bro, this man is yanking the teeth out bruh mouth. I'm like, man, shit, no, bro. Like, I'm being honest with you. That's why I can't be in the streets, bro. I can't be in the streets, especially not like no real, like if you can sell weed or something, but like real street, man, please, bro. You not finna be, as soon as you grab one of these teeth, bro, you can know just about whatever you need, and you can know just about whatever you want to know. I'm gonna be real with you. That's that. Pretty much, Tariq was just asking for a favor, and in order to get that favor, he has to get, if I'm not mistaken, the dude some green cards for his family. I believe that was the deal. So Tariq has 3 days to get that done. What I didn't know was, I knew that Tariq was paying Tate some type of money. I didn't know how much money. He's paying Tate $5,000 a week. Bro, that's Tate, bro. You gotta think, that's $20,000 a month. Just off Tariq. And so Tate asked a question about the Westons, and he wanted to know whether or not, you know, they were full of shit or not. And of course Tariq lies and said, no, they're perfectly fine, woozy woo, blah, blah, blah. But Tate smells bullshit, he calls bullshit, and he makes the bullshit. He gonna make sure this shit comes forward, essentially. So we get the obvious information. Effie's facing an attempted murder charge. Davis tries to go help her, essentially, and from what I took from it, she's acting like she doesn't want the help. So don't really know how Effie's gonna get herself out of this jam, if she will be out of this jam, or what's gonna end up happening with that situation. I'm interested to see how that ends up playing out. So I believe it was the FBI. I want to say it was the FBI or the DEA. I think it was the FBI. The FBI ends up raiding the Westons building. Okay, so shit has hit the fan for the Westons, and all of a sudden, Uncle Lucas is nowhere to be found. And there's just a huge panic amongst, you know, all of the important people of that organization. So as Davis is leaving from trying to help Effie out, Rodriguez and Jenny are on his bumper about the whole sex situation and having proof, essentially. And so she was trying to say something about, I know y'all remember last episode when Sax was in there talking to Diana. Davis had prevented Diana from saying anything to Sax. Remember, he knocked the shit over the table, and slipped her a letter. Well, they seen the message or the letter or whatever on camera, and essentially they're trying to threaten to say like, okay, like, boom, like this is our proof that, you know, something shaky, like you helped set Sax up or, you know, whatever, right? And Davis is, you know, he covers his ass, but once again, you can see he's not as sharp as he normally is. Like, Davis kind of teetering too. So I wonder if he finna, cause you know, Davis is not like, Davis a lawyer, but Davis, like, he one of them ones, like, he'll get his hands dirty. So I'm interested to see what ended up happening. Like, if Rodriguez has been a character for a long time on this show, bro. Like, I think that she can go probably, maybe, possibly. I don't know. So Brayden and Tyreek have a conversation, and they're kind of going back and forth about what needs to be done with their uncle or whatever, with Brayden's uncle. And Brayden tells Tyreek that I don't want to end up like you. I don't want to kill my father, basically. Like, I don't want to be that person. And that shit struck a nerve with Tyreek. I never said I did that shit, you know. But come on, bro. Like, he knows. Everybody kind of knows that you did that, bro. You know, and I don't think it's crazy for Brayden to be like, damn, like, I really ain't trying to kill a family member. Like, that's kind of like a lot. You feel me? But, you know, in Tyreek's case, like, I've done shit to help protect y'all. Like, now it's your turn to make sure that we're protected, essentially. So then we get a scene where it's Brayden's family and the FBI is coming to, I guess, question his dad or whatever. And Brayden says something like, you don't have to do this or whatever. And his response was, some things, the hardest thing to do is what needs to be done, or some shit like that. And long story short, that was the confirmation I needed to know that Brayden was finna go kill his uncle, because that was like, I guess, like the inspiration or the message behind him saying that. Like, sometimes certain shit just needs to get done. So that confirmed to me right there that Brayden was gonna handle business. And Lucas calls the DEA and tries to spin the whole story on everybody else except for him, right? So he's trying to act like, he says, well, like, you know, they're running drugs through the business, and I'm trying to, like, get immunity for this information, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, he didn't get what he wanted done by the end of that conversation, and he didn't live long enough after that for it to actually come to fruition, all right? Because Brayden eventually comes over, and he's talking to his Uncle Lucas, and Uncle Lucas is fucking crazy. And he told his ass one thing that kind of made me laugh. He's like, I'm not scared of your ghetto ass friends. I was like, bro, that shit racist. That racist ass shit, man. So I'm not scared of your ghetto ass friends. Long story short, Uncle Lucas popped it too much on Brayden. Brayden pushed his ass over that ledge, and he landed on the car right behind Tyreek, and Tyreek walks the hell off. All right. So bye-bye, Uncle Lucas. So then we get to the scene with Drew and Kane, and they are basically about to kill the Castillos or the Castillos, Evelyn them, Gordo's family. They're about to kill all of them, right? And they go like Call of Duty, chemical warfare, gasoline mode on them. Like, somebody in the family must have been good at science or some shit, physics or chemistry or some shit, knew that. But basically they smoked them out. Put in gas masks on some Call of Duty shit. Went in there, and just like I thought, Evelyn tells Drew that it was your mom that did it. All right. And Drew's looking like, oh shit. But then, you know, obviously finishes killing Evelyn. And now Drew is aware, to an extent at least, that maybe Monet did have something to do with this. All right. So Drew ends up having a conversation with Diana. And they're talking about the possibility of Monet being the one being responsible for this shit, or essentially, or whatever. And Kane overhears them, and he basically confirms his suspicions. And they also find out that Kane also knew, right? So Drew's the one that kind of connects all of the dots, and he puts the shit together. So they all, the children of the Tejadas, the Tejada children, all pulled up on Monet, right? And Drew calling all that shit out. Monet say something, and nigga Drew said, see, that's that lying bullshit I'm talking about. You know, they're pissed, and rightfully so. I mean, you killed our fucking father. And my favorite part about that scene, Diana finally got in Monet's shit, bro. Like, she was talking that shit to her. She even told her, she was like, it should have been your ass the one that died. You should be the one that's dead. You feel me? And I was like, she was going after her and shit. They tried to hold her back. I was like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, because for a long time in this show, bruh, Monet has just gotten away with this shit. Like, she's been able to just run over people, and ain't nobody really told her about herself. And I'm finally happy that Diana really, 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 really got into her bag and really told her about her fucking self. So I'm wondering how Monet is going to bounce back from this. Like, are the kids ever gonna be cool with Monet again? Is Monet gonna get killed? Is Monet gonna try to kill one of the kids? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's a lot of different ways that situation can go. I'm just happy as fuck shit finally hit the fan for Monet, because she does not deserve to be walking around here scotch-free. She needs people on her fucking bumper. Everybody else's bumper is on. 2 more questions before I let y'all go. 1, what the hell was Kane thinking he finna be some goddamn lawyer? I don't understand what his obsession is with Effie. I don't understand with them damn Ray-Ban glasses he got on. And Effie still wasn't fucking with him. Like, I don't understand why he cares so much. I don't understand. And my second thing I don't fully understand is why Diana is so attached to Tyreek too. You know what I mean? Like, to me, those are both 2 underdeveloped relationships that seem to be like, they care, like they really give a fuck. I mean, like, I do think Tyreek is probably gonna end up with Diana, but the obsession that Diana has with Tyreek right now, to me, still doesn't all the way make sense. I think that she should be obsessed with me instead. That's just real. That's just real. Man, do y'all know I recorded this whole video and forgot to talk about the craziest shit that happened in the episode, bro. The most power shit ever. Like, power, like, when we talk about power ass shit, the powerest shit happened. So, Tyreek finally finds Yaz, and he finally finds his mom. He's there. Yaz somehow finds Tyreek. You know, they kind of talking blase blah, like on the low in the back. Then all of a sudden, fucking Tommy drives by. I'm like, bro, I know. I mean, when you see the whip, you know who it is in the back of the head. So he gets out the car, he shoots the first 2 people. Boom, boom. You like, oh shit. I think Sax, of course, fucking Sax. Sax sends a message to Tommy, basically saying where Tasha them staying. So I guess he does actually know. So I guess that does answer my question. But so he gets in there and he's talking to Tasha. He got the gun pointed at her or whatever. And of course, Tyreek finds his way in that motherfucker as well. Like, so now you're like, okay, bro, what? Like, bro, everything that could possibly hit the fan on this episode. So you're like, okay, so Tyreek hits the corner with a gun. So now they strap the strap like this, boom. And, you know, they kind of going back and forth, be like, you know, I love you, Uncle Tommy, but I'll put a bullet in you, da-da-da-da. Like, you killed your father. He said you killed your father, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, you just see Tyreek get whacked upside the head, and then he wakes up in the hospital. He finds out his sister and his grandma is safe, and he finds out that his mother's taken. So, where the fuck this nigga Tommy come from, bro? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, Tasha, she better have something to do with Tommy season 2 of his show. I haven't even watched season 1, but I'm gonna watch season 1 so that I can review season 2. I'm sure y'all are probably interested in Tommy's show, but so at the very least, I need Tasha to be important in Tommy's show. Like, this better not be a one-off situation, and when we get a Tommy show, Tasha has nothing to do with it. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. We need all that. I'll see y'all next week. Oh, I think next week that I'm supposed to be doing the video with my mother. So stay tuned for that. Y'all might get a It's Rocks / EaZy review thing for the season finale next week. So I'll see y'all next week. Y'all stay blessed. Happy belated Mother's Day to all that didn't watch my last EaZy 10K video. And y'all stay blessed.